welcome to Pilates. My name is Kim Wood, and for today's session, what I've planned is to improve the strength and endurance of all the major muscle groups. So if you do need to break between exercises, just take a little break and then join back in when you can. Okay, so let's get started. In a standing position, we'll have our feet hip distance apart, our knees soft, lengthening through our spine, taking our shoulders back and down. Taking an inhale through your nose and then out breath through your mouth. Breathing in laterally, so feel the rib cage expand, that three-dimensional breath as you inhale. Starting to find our core muscles now, so on the next exhale, draw the navel in and gently, as if you're pulling a belt around your tummy, about 2 or 3 notches in. And then drawing up into our pelvic floor muscles as well. So let's start with some movement. We're going to go into our roll down to start warming the spine. So take an inhale, and as you exhale, a little chin nod, tuck in an imaginary apple under your chin, and just flex down through that upper spine. So it's just the upper spine. Just pause there, take an inhale, and exhale and roll slowly up. So I'm going to turn side on just in case you want to see. So take an in breath again and exhale. So we're rolling down. Let's go a little bit further this time. So the hands are coming just past the knees. Crown of the head is relaxed down. Take an inhale and exhale and roll back up, stacking the vertebrae. So we're going to go a little bit further than the next one. Breath in at the top of the movement and exhale, rolling down. Drawing the navel in towards your spine. Little squeeze between your shoulder blades, so you can't just let the shoulders suddenly drop. Softening into those knees. Let's come a little bit lower. Come into the shins or the ankles now. Take an inhale and exhale. Stack. You start to feel your glutes now. So the muscles in your butt, the muscles in your lower back, mid back and upper back. Let's try and go for a full range. Take an in breath. And out breath and roll down. So bring awareness to your feet as well, so you can feel the arches of your feet lifting away. You can almost feel the torque of the toes and the heels sort of connecting to the mat. Let's come all the way down to the floor. See if you can just touch your fingertips to the floor. Take an in breath and exhale, roll up again. So we're not going fast, we're just taking our time. So we can really feel the muscles that we're recruiting to allow the spine to move. Inhale at the top and exhale, rolling down again. So it's always a nice way to warm up this. Really does get the spine prepared. And this time what we're going to do is pause at the bottom of the movement. Keep the belly button pulled in so you can feel the tautness in your tummy now. And we're going to go into a deep squat. So you're going to sit your bum back and down. See if you can keep your shins very vertical. And you're crouched over your thighs. Roll the shoulders back, take a breath in. And exhale and roll up from there. Try and keep your knees really still. So the temptation is to let the knees push outwards or inwards. Try and keep them stacked above the centre of your ankle. Then you straighten up those knees and all the way to stand. Let's do it again. Breath in. And breath out as you roll down. So really contracting to core, pelvic floor. If you're going full range, you're coming all the way down to the mat without locking the knees out. And then you're going to sit down into that deep squat position. Keep the knee above the centre of the ankle. Keep the crown of the head relaxed down. Take a breath in. And breathe out. Feel the backs of your thighs. Feel the fronts of your thighs. Feel those back muscles. I think we'll do one more of those. It feels so good. Take a breath in and breath out, mobilizing that spine as you're coming down. Flexing. Draw that navel in. Feel those deeper core muscles. Once we get into the bottom, if you want to add that squat again, drop the hips down. Stay in control of the knees and the feet. Take a breath in and breathe out. Keep the knee bend, stack the spine, and then slowly start to straighten the knees up. And you should be starting to feel a little bit warmer now. Okay, so let's stay here. Let's stand and do a little bit of extension. So I'm going to open the arms really wide, extend the upper back. So lift that chest, lift the eye gaze, and then going into that hug of the tree. I'm going to turn side on again. So you're going to take an inhale, extend that upper spine, and exhale, hug that tree. So as you extend, try not to let the neck hinge back. See if you can get that lengthening feeling through the neck. And then hug. Feel that stretch between your shoulder blades there. So you're really stretching the upper back. And then again, inhale, stretching chest. Extending that spine. And exhale and hug. Let's do 2 more. Breath in. And breath out. And 1 more time. Big extension. Lovely. Big stretch. Hug that tree. And then stand up tall. Go straight into our squats. Take a breath in. As you breathe out, we're going down into our squat. Inhale and stand back up again. And exhale, so butt back and down. Nice neutral spine now. So we're not flexing the spine. We're keeping the spine neutral, which means it's just got its natural curves that it has all the time. So we're getting a little bit more movement now through the hips and the knees and the ankles. Sending the bum back and down, keeping those knees again above the centre of the ankle. In line with the middle 2 toes. So we're really working into glutes, quads, hamstrings. Starting to feel a bit warm again in the legs. So ground into your heels again. Think about how your feet are connecting into the mat. Call it torque. So it's like you're screwing your feet into the mat. Let's do 3 more squats. And 2 more. And then 1. Okay, so from this position we're going to go into some heel raises. So we're going to take a breath in. As we exhale, we're lifting both heels. As we inhale, we're lowering the heels. So as well as warming up the calf muscles, we're also challenging stability. So we're going to challenge the balance. But great for strengthening ankles and toes as well. So you're pushing through the big toe mainly, and then into the ball of the foot. Let's add a little arm float here. So you're going to float the arms up, float the arms down. Lifting the heels, floating the arms up, floating them down. Now we're going to lift and hold this time. See if you can keep your heels lifted and circle your arms 2 more times, all the way around, up, back and down. 1 more. Reaching those arms out in front of you and then lowering the heels down. Let's change the breath. Let's come up on the inhale. Hold the heel raises. Exhale, circle. Inhale, lift arms. Exhale, circle. Inhale, lift arms. 1 more time, circle. Inhale, lift arms. Exhale, lower down. Last time, in breath, lift. Hold the lift and circle 3 times. That's it, really good. 1 more time, lift those arms and bring your heels back down again. Okay, so we're going to step to the left hand side of the mat. We're going into our side lunge, our fence lunge. So have the hands onto your hips, you're stepping your right leg out, gluing your left heel down onto the floor and spring it back in. Same again, breath in and breath out. Inhale to centre, exhale, lunge out to the side. So as you lunge out, you're turning your right foot out, so your hip is going out into that lateral rotation. At the same time, you're allowing the knee to turn out as well. Set an arm reach, so your left arm is going to come across the body, Left arm comes across. So we're warming up into the inner thighs and the outer thighs. Let's do 3 more. 3, 2, nice and wide if you can. And then as you come back to centre, see if you can lift your right knee, bit of balance. Bring it down, lunge out to your side lunge, and lift your knee. So you can lift both arms here. And reach across, and lift. And if you can, try and go from the lunge straight into the knee raise without touching the foot to the floor. So it's hovering, keeping that right foot hovered in midair. That's it. Feel that balance now, yeah? Feel that heat as well. And 3, 2. I'm going to hold this last knee raise here. Bring the arms down to your sides. If you're too wobbly, just touch your right toe on the floor. If not, keep it lifted. Get your hips balanced. And we're going to pulse the arms like we're doing the 100. So little pulses. So we're going to inhale for 5 counts and exhale for 5 counts. So the lower half of the body and the trunk are trying to stay perfectly still, but we're trying to counteract that with this pulsing action with the arms. Now if you can, extend your right leg so you're straightening out that right leg in front of you, pointing the toes. Keep breathing, keep lifting out from the crown of your head. Let's do 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold the legs still, just relax your arms, hands to your hips. Lower your foot just off the floor, take an inhale and then exhale, lift the leg. Inhale, lower and exhale, lift. So you're really getting the work in the hip flexor here on that right leg. But also your left leg, your standing leg, you should be able to feel your calf muscles and your thigh muscles there as you're maintaining balance. Let's try for 6 more. 6, 5, keep that core pulled in. 4, 3, 2, 1. That right leg should be really warm now. Let's shuffle across to the right side. So we're going to start with our lunge out to the left. In breath, prepare. And exhale, lunge. Inhale, centre. Turning that left foot out. Taking it as wide as you can. Really stretching into the hips as well. And then that right arm is going to come across the body and then back to the hip. So I've got lots of dynamic movements today. On a hot day as well. That's it. So it's really good for the feet as well. And we're going to add on, the next time, we're going to come back in and lift our left knee up. And then step out, lift our left knee, reach both arms up. One arm comes across, double arms lift. Exhale, inhale. And then trying to do it without touching down with that left foot. Out, lift, out, lift. Reach, lift, feels good. 6 more, 5 more, 3, 1 more. Hold that balance there if you can. Bring your arms down to your side. Stabilise the pelvis so we've got the hip bones level. And we're pulsing the arms again. So we've got our 100 counts. Inhaling for 5 and exhaling for 5. So if you could imagine you've got an apple resting on the top of your head, and try not to let it roll off. So really really strong tummy, working really hard here. Pressing those palms. See if you can extend your front leg, left leg extends. Point those toes. So keep pressing those palms. Use those shoulders so you feel the squeeze between your shoulder blades and the backs of your arms. Your triceps are working as well. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Just relax your hands to your hips. So just lower the foot just off the floor. Take an inhale and exhale, lift it. Inhale, lower it down, and exhale, lift it. With that eccentric contraction and then concentric contraction. So you've got the shortening of the hip flexors and the lengthening. Oh, and you can feel that right leg as well. Let's do 6 more. 6, 5, 4. So keep nice and straight. 3, 2, 1, and relax there. Oh, okay, so we're going to go into a deadlift motion. I'm going to turn to the side so you can see this one. So your feet are hip distance, your arms are relaxed back. Slightly different from a squat, so you're hinging more from your hips on this one now. So take a breath in. As you breathe out, so your tummy's tight again, you keep a neutral spine, you're going to hinge at your hips, you're looking towards the floor. Send your butt back and just slide your hands towards your knees. And then come back up. So let's come down on the inhale. So sliding the hands down towards the knees on the inhale. And exhale. As you're coming up, really squeeze into your butt. And again, breath in. Careful we're not hunching our shoulders here. Careful we're not trying to look straight ahead. Make sure the eye gaze follows with the movement of your head and your shoulders. Let's do 1 more. And then we're going to make it a little bit more challenging. We're going to do it on one leg. So slide 1 foot back. So it's just back of you on the mat. Align your knees up and your hips again. See if you can take your foot just off the floor. Take a breath in as you come down. Just bend the knees slightly, but hinge more at your hip, and then exhale and straighten up. So hinging from your hip and straighten up. So you definitely should be feeling it in the glutes and the hamstrings of the leg that you're standing on. Let's just do 4 more on this one. And remember, you can always stick to having both feet on the ground. One more to go. Great exercise to strengthen all around the knee, this one. Okay, so let's change legs. So weight into the leg, slide your other foot back on the floor. Keeping the knees in line with each other, keep your hips balanced again. Lift your back foot. So we're going to inhale as we lower. Take it into that hip hinge, keep the back straight. Exhale and straighten up. And again, breath in. Control it as you come up. Great. So we're nearly done with this section now. Body should be really nice and warm. All the joints are mobile. And already we've worked all the main muscle groups in the legs already. Let's do 3 more. 2 more. And last one, make it a really good one. Brilliant. Okay, so let's step to the back edge of the mat. Have our feet hip distance. We're going to roll down to plank position and we're going to come back up again. So take an inhale as we roll down. Drawing the navel in again, just like we practiced earlier, softening into the knees. And then exhale as we roll up and crawl out with our hands, placing the knees down. Now, tucking your toes under, make sure you've walked away enough because you're going to lift the knees off the floor. So take an inhale, stabilise into your shoulders and your chest. As you exhale, lift both knees off the floor. As you inhale, float them back down again. Let's do 2 more. Exhale. Inhale, lower. And again, exhale to plank. Inhale, lower. Now, exhale, stay. Crawl the hands back as you inhale. And exhale, roll up. Let's go again. So breathe in as we lower. Exhale, crawl away. Placing the knees down, keeping the toes tucked under. Take a breath in to stay. And exhale, so lifting the knees, straighten them, pull the thighs up, squeeze your butt as well. Inhale, float them back down again. 2 more times, lift those knees. Remember plank, we've got a straight line in the body. 1 more time. Lowering the knees, pause, and then roll. Crawl the hands back towards the knees as you inhale. And exhale, roll up again. So we are going to make it a little bit harder. So let's roll down the in-breath. Let's see if we can keep the knees off the floor as we exhale and crawl out to our full plank. So this time we're going to inhale to lower the knees, exhale to lift the knees. Inhale to lower, exhale to lift. 1 more. Trying to keep the knees off the floor. Inhale, crawl the hands back towards the feet. Try not to rock the pelvis around everywhere. And then exhale, soften the knees and roll up. Let's make it just a little bit more challenging. Let's bring the feet all the way together now. Challenge that balance. So we're going to breathe in as we roll down. We're going to breathe out, walking straight out to our full plank. We're going to lower the knees, inhale. Exhale, lift the knees. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. 1 more time. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Place the knees down. And we're going to go straight into some chest push-ups. So take your hands wider than your mat if you've got a narrow mat like myself. So hands are wider than your shoulders. Body weight comes forward into the upper body, into your chest and shoulders. So we're going to inhale to lower just halfway. And exhale, press it to the top. Inhale, lower 3/4 of the way. Exhale, press to the top. Inhale, lower all the way. So your nose is hovering off the floor. And exhale, press. Let's do that again. So you're just going to lower halfway. Elbows out. Press. Lower 3/4 of the way. Breathe in. Breathe out. Lower all the way down. Keep the back of your neck straight. Slight change. Take your knees apart slightly so they're back under your hips. And then we're going to lift 1 knee off the floor here. Balance the hips again, make sure you're not tilted. And let's go full range or mid-range, it's up to you. Inhale as you lower. Exhale, press. We're going to do 3 more on this side. Now try and keep your chest and shoulders as square as you can to the mat. Because the temptation is to want to twist through your body here, through your upper body. 1 more. And place that knee down. And then lifting the other knee up. Stabilise through the pelvis, through the spine. Make sure your back isn't dipping. You've not extended the lumbar. And we've got 4. Here we go. Down. Press. 3 more. 2 more. 1 more. And place that knee to the floor. Okay, we're going to come all the way down onto the front of the body. And relax here for a second. Give your hips a nice little wriggle around. Okay, we're going to have the legs close together in a parallel position. And then we're going to sweep the arms around to the side of the body. And if you've got a towel here, you might place that under your forehead. So lovely long neck position. So we're going to do a prep for the upper back, just to get the upper spine moving again. So we're going to inhale and bring the arms to the side. Exhale, we're going to lengthen, lifting the chest away from the floor, pull the fingers towards the toes. Take a breath in and hold, and then exhale to lower. As you lower, release that tension that you've got in your shoulders, so just let the shoulders drop again. And again, breathe in, just square the shoulders, bring the shoulders back and down. Exhale, lift away from the mat, pushing the tops of your feet into the floor. Take a breath in and hold. And then exhale and lower again. Let's do 2 more. So arms to the side, shoulders away from the ears. Exhale, squeeze your glutes. Squeeze those back muscles. Draw the shoulders back, lovely long neck, and release down. Do that one more time. Breathe in, prepare. Breathe out to lengthen. Holding on the in-breath. And release down on the out-breath. So bring your hands round so they're underneath your forehead. And we're going into glute squeeze. So just separate the legs slightly. Take an inhale. And then as you exhale, squeeze both your bum cheeks. And allow your legs to go into lateral rotation, so that your thigh bones have turned outwards and have brought the toes out with them, pointing the toes out. And then as you inhale, just relax and let the toes just fall back in again. So we exhale, we squeeze the butt as if we've got a 10-pence piece between our butt cheek, and we're really holding it really tight. And the legs have turned out. Keep them quite close though, don't let them separate too much. And then release on the inhale. Let's do 4 more of those glute squeezes. So squeeze, feel the tension, and release. And 3 more. Just keep your shoulders and your upper body relaxed, and really focusing on the leg muscles, the glutes. 2 more. Pelvic floor activation here as well, yeah? And then 1 more. And then bringing the legs back to parallel, we're going to do double leg kicks. So both legs, the heels are going to come in towards your bum. We're going to do 3 pulses kicking. So take an in breath, and as you exhale, bend both knees and kick. 3, 2, 1. And as you inhale, go into that glute squeeze and lift both your legs off the floor slightly this time. Bring the legs back to parallel, relax them on the floor, and do 3 kicks. 3, 2, 1. Inhale to lift the thighs and open out. And close. And 3 kicks. So feel your hamstrings. Exhale, exhale, exhale. Inhale, lift and open. So it's a bit more coordinated as well. So we're building up to the double leg kick. 1 more time. 3 kicks. Hamstrings, hamstrings, hamstrings. Squeeze the glutes and lift and point. That's it. So let's try and use the upper body as well now. So bringing the arms to the side, forehead relaxed down. So let's do our kicks first. So take a breath in. Exhale, do 3 kicks. 3, 2, 1. Inhale, you've got your glutes squeezed, but you're also lifting your chest and pulling your fingers towards your toes again. Bring it all down and relax, parallel with the legs, 3 kicks. And breathe in, lift and just turn out again, lateral rotation from the hip, drawing the shoulders back. Let's do that 2 more times. It's great work for posterior muscle groups. 1 more. Good. And then if you do want to have a go at the full version, just let your head turn this way. And then you're going to try and slide the hands up the centre of your back so your fingers are touching and your elbows are relaxed. So we've got the double leg kick first. So we've got 3 kicks, 2, 1. And then we're going to turn the head to centre as we go into our lateral rotation from the hip and extend that spine slightly. Head turns to the back, come down to the mat, hands up your back, elbows on the floor. Let's do 3 kicks. 3, 2, 1. And lift. So you're like lifting up into a dart shape with your body, opening the legs out. Close the legs, head turns this way. 3 kicks. You can see how it's all that improves coordination, can't you? To the back, head turns, elbows on the floor, kick, kick, kick and lift. Should we try one more to each side? See how it's working? It's really going to be good for the mobility around your shoulder. Last time. And extend. And then relax down. Well done. Okay, push yourself up. Just come up to an all fours position. Give your hips a little wiggle around if you need to release into your lumbar. Maybe do some cat stretching. Do what feels really nice for your spine. And then if you can turn to face the front, we're going to go into a side hover. So we're resting on the elbow today. So you might want to fold the edge of your mat just to give that elbow a bit more padding, because I've got tiles so it does feel quite firm. Okay, so from our side hover, just check that your elbows under your shoulder, and just lift the hip, the underside of your waist away from the floor. So your bottom knee is going to be bent, your top leg is going to be straight, so you're pointing your toes, your top hand, just put it where it feels comfortable for you, where you can keep your shoulders aligned properly. So we're going to tap the foot forwards at the front and then make a semicircle over to the back. So we're going to inhale and tap forwards and then exhale to the back. And as I'm doing this, I'm trying to keep reminding my body, my posture, to stay in that neutral. So try not to let the shoulder sink, try not to let the waist drop, try not to let my top hip roll forwards or backwards. Just really concentrating on the whole of my body and not just focusing on the muscles in the side of the hip, which it is working by the way. And you can maybe make your movement a little bit bigger. And using that breath. Let's do 3 more. And then bring the leg to the centre. I'm going to go into a side bend. Take a breath in. As you exhale, just lift your torso, lift the underside of your waist a little bit more, sweep your arm overhead. And then inhale, come back. And then see if you can lift your hip on the next one. So you exhale and lift. And inhale, lower. And again, pushing through that underneath arm. And inhale, lower. So we're working our obliques. We're developing flexibility. Oh, I think that was a bee or a wasp, I'm not sure. And we're creating strength in our upper body as well. Let's do 2 more. One more. Okay, top arm, just keep it there if you can. Draw the shoulder back. I'm going to see if you can lift the top leg and lower the top leg. Take a breath and prepare. And exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. And exhale, lift. We're really feeling the hip muscles now. Yeah, we're feeling everywhere. If it's getting too difficult, just let your side of the hip drop onto the floor and do it from the mat. So let's do 5, 4. Try not to let your top shoulder roll forwards. 3, 2, and last one. And relax down. Wow. All right, let's take it to the other side. So we can pad the mat again. So we've got our bottom knee bent, supported on the elbow. Okay, just take a second just to align yourself up. Draw into your core, and then we're going to start by pointing the toes on the top leg. Inhale to tap it forwards. Exhale, sweep it over and back. Breathe in, breathe out. Chest nice and wide. Keep that neck nice and lengthened. Try not to let your head drop forwards. Keep the space between your chin and the chest the same. Lifting the other side of your body. Our obliques working. Let's do 4 more. 3 more. And last one. comes to centre. So side bend, we're just reaching first. Take a breath in and exhale, reach over. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Inhale, float the arm back. This time I'm going to try and lift the hip as well. Exhale, lift them C shape to the side. Inhale, float the hip down. Arm comes to the thigh again. And push the ground away. So you get a nice stretch as well down that top side of your body. That's it, really strengthen up into that supporting shoulder. Let's do 2 more there. And then the last one, we're going to try and hold it, keeping the hip lifted. Roll the shoulder back, take a breath in, exhale, lift the top leg, inhale, lower it. And again, lift and lower it. That's it. Try and keep the hip bones stacked vertically. Let's do 4 more. 4, 3, 2, and then 1 more. And relax there. Well done. Alright, let's do a seated spine stretch. Nice recovery exercise that we can do now. So we'll have the legs roughly about shoulder width. Your option is to have your knees bent if that's what you need to do. So we're going to find those sit bones. I'm going to lengthen up from those sit bones, lengthening the spine. So the backs of the hands are going to rest onto the thighs. Take an in-breath at the top of the movement. Flex the feet, and as you exhale, we're going rolling down. Imagine that little apple under your chin again. Flexing through upper spine, mid-spine. And then as you flex into your lumbar, just let your hands slide along your legs. Pause there, take a breath in. And exhale, you're going to stack up from the lumbar spine, through your thoracic, right up into your cervical. Let's do that again. Breath in at the top and breath out. No tension, the shoulders, look, just let the hands just slide along there. Big lateral breath here. And exhale, restack. Lovely. Let's do that one more time. So we're just preparing the spine again for the next exercise. So we're going to go into our prep for neck pull. We're going to keep it seated. If you wish to, you can have your knees bent with your feet flat, keeping the feet and knees hip distance apart. Let's take the arms out to a horizontal position. Take an in-breath. As we exhale, this time we're going to tuck the pelvis under to C shape as we roll back halfway this time. Take an in-breath and hold. Sorry, I'm being attacked by, I think it's a wasp. I don't know. And then exhale, hinge over your hips. Inhale, stack the spine from the tail to the head and sit up tall again. And exhale, roll back halfway. In breath and hold, checking that we're not hunching the shoulders here. Exhale, use your hip flexors and pull yourself over. Inhale and restack. Roll back, use your abdominals. Pause, lateral breath in. Exhale, pull yourself over. And then sit up. So we're going to make it a little bit harder. Let's take the hands to the head. So your fingertips are just at your temples. Take a breath in. Elbows out wide. Exhale, roll back halfway. In breath. Exhale, over we go. In breath, mobilize that spine. One more time. Roll it back. In breath. Over we go. Now we're going to add an oblique twist to this exercise today. So take a breath and prepare. Exhale, roll back. And then I want you to reach out to the side like a salute. Out. Exhale. Inhale. Same side again. Exhale. Inhale. Use the arms to take you around further. Inhale, center. Exhale, over your thighs. Inhale, sit up. Out breath, roll back. Inhale, stay. Exhale, rotate the other way. Reach out with the arm. Hand to temple again. 2 more. Rotate from your waist. 1 more time. Keep the pelvis still. Inhale, center. Exhale, pull yourself over and sit up. 1 more time each side, yeah? Okay, let's not be lazy. And roll back. Pause on the in-breath. And reach out for 3. For 2. For 1. And pull it over. Last time, roll it back. And we twist outwards and centre. Outwards, centre. We do 1 more. And we pull ourselves over. Sit up. Okay, let's go onto the back of our bodies now. So, take yourself down to the mat. Okay, give the hips a little wriggle around. Align your feet to hip distance. So we've got both knees bent. We're going to carry on with that obliques exercise, but this time we're going to reach across to the opposite side of the thigh. So once you've got your neutral, bringing the hands to the side of the head, spread the fingers out nice and wide. Little chin nod, take an inhale. Exhale, lift up and reach across to the opposite side of the thigh. Inhale, return, and we're alternating sides now. So we're peeling that opposite shoulder off the floor. We're pushing our feet into the floor. So the knees are still. The hip bones are still. You're not lifting your tailbone off the floor here. All this movement is coming from your waist upwards. Feel that nice work you're getting through the muscles at your waist. Shoulder away from the mat. Let's just do 2 more. 1 more. Okay, keep the hands where they are. Now we're going to let one leg come up towards the ceiling, and as you lift that leg, I want you to lift the back of your head and shoulders and reach your hands towards your ankles. Lowering your legs, I want you to take your arms overhead, lowering the back of your head to the floor. Lift the leg again, lift your upper body to reach. Hands to head, bend your knee, place your foot down. Let's change legs. So take an inhale, prepare. Exhale, the leg goes vertical and you reach up towards the ankle. Arms come by the ears, lowering the leg long towards the floor. Inhale. And we call this a pike reach. Exhale, lift again, reach towards the ankle. And then reset to your start position as you inhale. So this is a nice modified version we're starting with. Changing legs. Exhale as you come up. Inhale as you lower, hovering the leg just off the floor. Exhale as you lift again. Inhale, reset to the start position. Changing legs. Exhale, reach up. Inhale, lower the leg, lower the upper body. Exhale, curl everything tight in and reset. So that if you did want to have a go now at both legs, it's an option. So, lifting the heels just off the floor, so you're just on your tiptoes, hands at the side of the head. Take an inhale. Exhale, take those legs vertical, pike reach. Inhale, we've got our double leg stretch here, so we're lengthening, lowering the legs, arms overhead. And exhale, lift again. Inhale, reset, so you've just got your toes on the floor. Let's do that 1 more time. Exhale, pike reach. In breath and lower, we're maintaining the neutral spine, we're not arching the back away from the mat here. Nice strong belly. Exhale, pull everything back up to pike, lift your tail if you want to, and then reset, feet down. Okay, now, we're going to now add a little bit onto that obliques reach. So before we had the feet down and you were reaching across, this time see if you can go into frog, so that you've got your knees nice and wide. Keep those knees away from the body so you're not cheating yourself. Take a breath in, prepare, and then exhale, reach across to the opposite shin this time, and inhale, back down we go. And exhale, reach across to the opposite shin. And we're just going to do a few more because I know what's coming. So I want to make sure you've got enough energy left to do the full combination that I've got planned for you. So these are our frog reaches now. One more. Okay, relax your feet down. So we'll do our modified version first. So let's have the toes down, the heels lifted. So we're going to do 4 oblique reaches from here. Take a breath and prepare. Exhale, reach across to the thigh. Inhale low, that's 4. And again, 3 and 2 and 1. Then we're going to lift our right leg up to the ceiling for a pike reach. We're going to lower it towards the floor, reach our arms overhead. Lift the leg again and reach, and reset to start position. So we're doing 4 oblique reaches. 4, 3, don't pull on the head. 2, this time we're going to lift the left leg up to the ceiling and reach towards the ankle. Lowering the leg, reaching arms overhead, lowering the head. Lifting back up again and reset. So that's your modified version. We're going into our advanced version. So frog position to start with. Big toes touch, knees wide, hands at the side of the head. 4 oblique reaches. Off we go for 4, 3, 2, 1. Pike crunch. Reach those legs vertical, hands to ankles, lowering the whole of the body. This is a bit like your jackknife. Extend, extend, lengthen. Pull back up to pike. Knees wide to frog, hands to head. Relax the head. So we've got 4 oblique reaches. 3, 2, 1. Pike reach. And lower. Strong belly. Strong, strong, strong. Pike reach again. Lift. And frog position. Let's do that one more time, everyone. For 4, you're nearly there. 3. I had lots of fun planning this for you, by the way. Reach, 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 up we go. Lower, lower, lower. Maybe you've got your option to have your feet on the floor. You're just doing your single leg. Lift again. And back to frog. Okay, place your feet on the floor. Relax your arms down by your sides. We're going into bridge. If you're using a block under your head or a towel, please remove it. We've got our feet to hip distance apart, arms down at the sides of us. Let's take a breath in, prepare. Exhale, imprint your lower back into the floor, squeeze your butt, peel your butt off the floor, peel your lower back off the floor. So we're really mobilising into the spine. If you just want to come halfway, just for now, just because we've just done quite a lot of flexion, take a breath in and hold, and then exhale, release slowly down. Find your spine, find your vertebrae, let each one touch down individually. Breath in at the bottom, breath out, so you're imprinting, then you're peeling everything away. And come up a little bit higher if you're ready to. Obviously, if you've got any back issues, you just work around your mobility and your issues that you've got with your spine. Take a breath in at the top, and breath out, lower, slowly down. Feel the feet again. Really good to find your arches of your feet as well during this exercise. Let's roll back up. Now this time we're going to hold and maintain. What I want you to do is just lower one hip an inch. Take an inhale and then exhale, lift it back up. And then lower the other hip an inch. Inhale and exhale, lift it back up. So we're alternating. And we're not dropping too much, it's just a slight drop. But you can really feel how you're isolating your glutes on this. One on each side. Just checking that you're not putting any pressure into the bottom of your neck there, so it's a comfortable position for you. Are you feeling your hamstrings as well? And your pelvic floor? All good. Let's do 2 more. And then roll back down. Ooh, felt good. Okay, so make it a little bit harder now if you wish to. Level 2, take a breath in and exhale, roll up. Now we're going to see if we can take one leg into a tabletop position and then lower both the hips just an inch and lift it back up again. Lower an inch and lift. So you're really pushing into that supporting leg. Let's do 2 more. Push into your arms a bit if you like, 1 more. And place the foot down. And then lift the other leg to your table. And then we just lower both hips an inch and we press and squeeze. And we lower. Get those hamstrings working. 2 more if you can. Try and keep the hips level. Try not to tilt to one side. Last one. Foot to the floor. Lower it back down again. Okay, we need an advanced one instead now. Yeah. So if you want to go to the advanced version, lifting those hips. And this time see if you can extend your legs so it's vertical, your top leg. And again, we lower an inch and we lift. 5, 4, 3. Try and straighten that top leg. Stretch those hamstrings. 2, 1. Foot to floor. Let's do the other side. Point those toes up. Lower an inch. Lift an inch. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Foot to floor. And release down there. Okay, we've got to our last main exercise, you'll be pleased to know. It is an advanced exercise, but we are going to give you lots of modifications to start with. So I want you to lift your heels again, so you're just on the balls of your feet. And I'd like you to imprint your lower back first of all for this. So straight away you've imprinted, so you feel your lower back pushing into the mat. You're then going to press your hands into the floor slightly. Lift both feet just off the floor. Now keep your legs together. I'm going to make a little horseshoe shape. So the horseshoe, you're going to feel it just around your lumbar, around your sacrum. Yeah, so if you can imagine a little curve in that position. So you're going to circle the knees to one side, pull them up towards your chest, and then circle them away from you, around the bottom, and up the other side towards your chest. So you're going to inhale as they move away from you, and then you're going to exhale and pull them in. So it's like you're rolling down one side of your sacrum, and then up the other side into your lumbar. Down the lumbar on that side and sacrum, and then up the other side. So even though it is modified, you can really feel it actually. And then back to centre. So if you want to make it harder, what you could do is extend your legs a little bit and come off to the side again. Roll up that one side of your lumbar and sacrum. Roll down it, keep the legs glued together. Your little horseshoe at the bottom and up the other side. Horseshoe down, around and up. And what you might start to do is push a little bit more into your hands, get those triceps working, and maybe roll up all the way. So you've rolled up one side of your spine. You're going to roll back down the same way you came. Take your time. Do your little horseshoe at the bottom, and then roll up the other side. So this is our corkscrew. So you know that you shouldn't be doing these types of exercises if you've got any spine problems. With this one, I think if you've got a shoulder issue, it wouldn't help it either. But it is advanced, but it does mobilise the spine all the way along the spine. Lots of strength work for the core. Lots of flexibility for your hamstrings and your lower back. Let's do one more to each side. Really good stretch to the upper back as well. Last one. And now bring our knees into our chest and we'll start cooling off with some stretches. So bring your feet to the floor, let your knees fall apart. So you've got your soles of your feet together. Just keep your arms by your sides for now. Let your belly relax. Let those hips go. So in yoga, this is called Baddha Konasana or Supta Baddha Konasana. Incline cobblers. Just let the knees relax. And then I'm going to bring one knee into the side of us, so you're holding the outer part of the shin, and then the other knee. So keep the knees wide, and then just pull them in. Press your tailbone into the floor, tuck your chin, relax your head. And then see if you can straighten one leg out to the side and support it, holding it on the outside of your calf or the outside of your thigh. So getting the inner thigh muscles. And then bend that knee and then change legs. So let the other leg go out to the side. Support it with your hand. Check that you've not rolled your pelvis over to one side. And then if you like, extend both legs. Abduct to stretch, or you might be able to hold on to your toes here. Or just keep a hold of your legs. Softening down now. And then bend the knees, bring the knees together. And just a little lumbar massage here, so little circling movements here. Keeping your knees together, just go around in either clockwise or anti-clockwise direction. Massaging into your lower back. And then change direction. And then we're going to start to bring ourselves up to seated, so lift the back of your head and shoulders, make yourself into a tight ball, rock yourself up. And then straighten your legs out in front of you. Okay, stretch those hamstrings. So, got a seated fold now. Let's stretch our arms up, take a breath in. And then breath out, reach, hinging out from your hips. Relax the hands to the floor. Relax your head and shoulders. Just let some tension release here into the back of your neck. Relax your knees. See if you can walk your fingers further away. Stretch a little more. And then we'll come back up to seated. Okay, let's make our way up to standing. Take your time. Slowly come up. And let's get a bit more movement back in the body. So nice swing breath. Take a breath in and reach up. And exhale, let it all go. And again, reach, breath in, and let it go. One more time. Big stretch up, relax your arms to your sides. Okay, stand in that neutral position that we started in. Align your body, align your posture. Abdominals braced. Take a breath in through your nose and breathe out through your mouth. So thank you for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did like the class, then please give me a tick on the YouTube channel, and don't forget to subscribe so that you can find my videos much more easily. Okay, take care everyone. I'll see you soon.